I handed a flight attendant a napkin that said, "The man next to me bought me. Please help." She smiled and asked if I wanted more peanuts. On the surface, it looked like nothing, but under the tray table, Arthur's fingernails dug into my thigh, and the message in my lap felt like the only shred of hope I had left. He told me to keep smiling and reminded me what happened to the last person who tried to run. 3 hours until landing, 3 hours until I disappeared. The flight attendant walked away and my stomach sank. She hadn't even looked at the note, or so I thought. At the front of the plane, she unfolded the napkin and read it. Her eyes met mine for half a second. Then she whispered to another crew member and came back with a cart like it was just another drink service. She stopped at our row and spoke calmly. "There was a medical situation," she said. "They needed to move passengers." Arthur's grip turned to iron. He said I was not moving and claimed I was his daughter, that I wasn't well. The flight attendant kept her eyes on me and asked to hear from me directly. He cut her off. She bent to fix something under my seat, and her breath reached my ear. "When I squeeze your hand, you run. Do not look back." She straightened, smiled like nothing was wrong, and reached out as if she were handing me peanuts. Her fingers closed over mine and squeezed. I yanked my arm free and threw myself into the aisle. Coffee splashed. Arthur lunged, grabbed my hair, and dragged me backward. The flight attendant slammed into him from the side. He turned on her with both hands, and even as she struggled for air, she fought back. She clawed at his face and drove her knee up. Bottles shattered as he hurled her into the cart. She hit hard and crumpled, but even on the floor with red on her face, she wrapped her arms around his ankle and held on. He stumbled and crashed into a row, and that was the moment two men in plain clothes pinned him to the floor. "Federal air marshals, do not move." He thrashed and shouted, insisting I was his daughter, that I was unstable, that he could explain. One marshal drove a knee into his back. "We are the police," he said. "Sir flagged your name. You are wanted for trafficking in 3 states, 6 open cases." Arthur went quiet. Then he begged. He offered money. He pleaded with me to tell them I wanted to be there. I knelt so my face was inches from his and told him what he deserved to hear. "I hope you rot." They cuffed him and dragged him down the aisle while he screamed threats and promises to kill us all, loud enough for the cabin to hold its breath. The flight attendant slumped against the galley wall, red on her chin, and I dropped to my knees. "You are hurt because of me," I said. She hugged me and whispered the only words that mattered. "You are free now." Pause for a second and imagine that moment from your seat in row 22. Would you have noticed a napkin passed like a snack? Would you have seen the look that said everything without saying a word? Tell me in the comments what you think you would do if you saw a hidden plea for help on a flight. Would you alert a flight attendant quietly, or would you confront someone directly?